Hello, boys. Today, we are gonna react to. We are gonna try to. We're gonna react to riddle. We are gonna try to find out the riddle. So yeah, I wanna test my brain.
Brad
Let's
has
see.
recently downloaded a dating app and found three beautiful ladies right away. Fiona is an art dealer from San Francisco. She has never had a serious relationship before, but she would like to settle down. Mary
Okay.
is a vegan, yoga teacher, and human rights enthusiast. She loves French cheese and enjoys watching sunsets on the pier. Betty is a firefighter. In her spare time, she writes songs and performs them with her music band. Brad likes them all equally. Can you give him advice on who he should invite on a real offline date?
Mm, I don't know why I just say the firefighter. I don't know why, but I'm just saying the firefighter. I don't know. I'm just
Look at
guessing.
this wedding picture in Fiona's profile.
Exactly,
She's the
she's
bride,
married.
but she claimed she had never been married. Mary is also a liar. Vegans don't eat cheese, so Brad should text Betty.
Yes.
As
I got it correct. Like it doesn't care. I don't think it matters whether how you decided, but if you're right, you're right.
soon as Betty received a text from Brad, she ran to the bathroom to get ready for the date. She got her hair done and took out several lipsticks.
Okay.
Betty is a tomboy, which is why she uses makeup very rarely. Can you help her choose the right lipstick for her date?
Hmm. Hmm. Expiry date 2000, 2022, 2028, 12. I think she should choose this one because this it looks this is expired, right? This 2000 expiry. So let's leave this. Then these two, I think this one because it's going to be. Oh, this has a bug on it. I just realized this has a bug on it. This has a bug on it. Yeah, so this one. She should use this one, and it'll be less like a girly type, so because it won't show like these bright colors or whatever.
This lipstick is way too old. Look at the date. It was made in 1999 and expired a long time ago. And there's a spider inside this
Okay, yes, I'm correct. Let's go.
lipstick. Betty should choose the second one. Meanwhile, Brad took a shower and prepared to put on his favorite white shirt. But when he pulled it out of the closet, he discovered that someone had stained it with chocolate. Brad questioned his three brothers. Jim said he'd been cooking dinner in the kitchen. He didn't even come into Brad's room that day. Bill said that he entered Brad's
Dinner in the kitchen. Why
Room
do you
about
bring the pan to the room? Okay.
hour before to borrow a charger for his phone. And Mike said he'd been partying with his girlfriend all day and had just returned home. Who is lying?
Yeah, I think it's this guy because he said he borrowed the charger 1 hour ago. Then he should have been charging his phone, right? Like he should have been charging his phone when he borrowed it, and in 1 hour it still can't be 1% unless he has the worst phone in the world. I mean, the worst battery.
Bill. If he borrowed a charger 1 hour ago, why is his phone still at 1%?
Yes, let's go. I'm big brain boy.
Brad decided to prank his brother Bill and cut 2 holes in his t-shirt.
Oh,
How many holes does the t-shirt have now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and in the back side there should be one, right? 7, 8. Then here in the back, okay, no, 8, right? I'm pretty sure it's 8, or I just overused my brain. I mean, I just
8.
overthought.
These 2 holes are cut through the t-shirt.
Okay,
That
that's
makes
good.
4 holes in
Okay, I want to be honest. I have seen this somewhere else, so.
total. Plus, there are 2 holes for the arms, 1 for the head, and 1 at the bottom of the t-shirt. Betty and Brad met in a restaurant. It was love at first sight. A waiter came over and said, "Good evening. What would you like to eat?" Betty answered, "I'd like something that is red, but it can be green at times, and sometimes it's yellow." The waiter cracked her riddle immediately and brought her the food she'd ordered. What was it?
It is either capsicum or chili. Because all of them have a red, green and yellow. It should be one of them for sure. It has to be.
An apple.
Yellow apple? Wait, what? Wait. Yellow apple? What? What? Yellow apple? Yo, what? Like, I've never seen it. I've never seen a yellow apple. What? Or it can be a chili or a capsicum.
Brad liked the game and offered the waiter one more riddle. It can be red and it can be green. It can be black or it can be white. It tastes delicious with other dishes, but not on its own.
It can be red and it can be green. It can be black or it can be white. It is delicious with other dishes, but not on its own. Sauce. I can't say specific sauce, but sauce.
In a minute, the waiter brought Brad his order. Have you guessed what it
No,
was?
but like, it's a specific thing. I imagine it's actually rice. No way it's rice. There's no way it's rice. Tea or coffee.
Pepper.
A pepper can be white? Yeah, what?
After dinner, Brad and Betty went for a walk in the park. They were so focused on each other that they got completely lost. They began looking for a way out and came to this weird crossroad. There were 4 different roads. Each road had a sign, but the signs had no words. Still, Brad and Betty knew which path to take. What about you?
Hold on. I'm just gonna randomly say this one because like it has like the good symbol, I think. Good.
This one. It's
Yes.
the only right hand.
Oh my god, let's go. I'm good at this. Like some I just guess, but yeah.
5 months later, Betty moved in with Brad. They shared a family house with Brad's 3 brothers. One day, Betty got a new longboard as a gift for Brad's birthday. It was a surprise, so she locked it in a basement and went to buy some groceries for dinner. When she returned, the longboard wasn't there. She realized that one of the 4 brothers must have pulled a prank on her. Brad said he hadn't seen anything. Jim said he'd noticed the longboard while walking past the basement, but he'd been in a hurry to get to his training. Mike said he had spent the day downstairs baking cookies for his scientific club. And Bill said he'd been on a business trip. Who is behind the mysterious disappearance? A business date. The longboard. Brad said he hadn't seen anything. Jim said he'd noticed the longboard while walking past the basement, but
How can he notice that longboard or whatever while going through the basement? But like the door was locked, so he can't go past it. The door was locked, so how could he have seen it?
he'd been in a hurry to get to his training. Mike said he had spent the day downstairs baking cookies for his scientific club. And Bill said he'd been on a business trip. Who is behind the mysterious disappearance?
It's this guy in blue, white striped guy. This guy, for sure, 100,000%. I swear if it's not. I swear if it's not.
Jim, Betty locked the room. It means he couldn't see the longboard.
Yes, let's go. Big brain. I think I haven't guessed even a single wrong.
Unless he broke in. Brad's brothers came home after work and met Brad in the kitchen. The guy was anxious because Betty was missing. The brothers asked him to tell them everything in detail. Brad said, "Well, she made me a birthday cake with ice cream this morning. I wanted to try it, but she said we'd eat it in the evening. We argued a bit. Then I went to work. When I got back, she was gone." As soon as the brothers heard Brad's story, they called him a liar.
He 100% would have done something like
Why?
Like, how could the ice cream stay like that for so long? Unless he kept it in the freezer, but like.
He said Betty had made the cake in the morning. Then why hasn't the ice cream melted yet?
But the thing is, he still could have put it in the freezer, right? It would have stayed, right? But it still looks fresh. Like freezer will be a bit different, so yeah.
Brad got a job as a chemistry teacher. Wait, who stole his money? Brad found only one person's fingerprints on the wallet, his own. He questioned his 3 colleagues. Math teacher Jennifer said that she'd been having lunch. History teacher Becky said, I didn't feel well yesterday, so I went home early.
It's her. It's her. No. It has to be her. There is gloves. There are gloves right there. She put. That's 100%. She should have used like gloves to do something. 100%.
And English teacher Sam said that he'd been checking his students' homework in his classroom. Who is the thief?
It's like the middle one. I hate ads.
The sky is clear and
Yeah. It's 100% her. She has gloves which is like secretly taking the money. 100%.
The history teacher. She used gloves to steal the money and then threw them in the trash.
Yeah.
Betty and Brad were walking down the street.
I don't know why they make it like so obvious. They shouldn't make it that obvious.
Suddenly, they met a weird-looking guy. He introduced himself as a magician and asked, do you guys want to get rich? Crack this 3-digit code, and the money is yours. He gave them a heavy suitcase
I feel like I'm not gonna get this one.
with a combination lock and a piece of paper with this riddle. A.
Okay, I forgot the chili pepper stuff I didn't get right.
548. In the first line, one number is correct and well placed. B. 530. In the second line, nothing is correct. C. 157. In the third line, 2 numbers are correct but in the wrong places. D. 806. In the fourth line, 1 number is correct but in the wrong place. E. 647. And in the fifth line, 1 number is correct but in the wrong place. Can you help the guys?
I think the first one is 8. First line is correct. Second line it's wrong here. Third line 2 numbers are correct. So 2 of these numbers driven here, right? Oh, nothing is correct here. So these will be no, these will be wrong. 1 and 7. So 7 and 1. I think it's 8, 1, 7, 1, or it's some order in 8, 7, and 1.
You can use different approaches to crack this riddle. The easiest one is to start with statement B. None of these digits are correct. Therefore, we can exclude numbers 5, 3, and 0.
Yes.
In statement C, we're told that 2 numbers are correct, but in the wrong places. We can conclude that numbers 1 and 7 are in the final code, but we still don't know the order. Now let's take a look at statements D and E. In both of them, 1 number is correct,
Oh God, I didn't read this one.
but in the wrong place.
The one number is 7. The one
We
number
already
is
know
7.
that 7
It's
is in the code.
Yes.
It means the remaining digit can't be 6. Then it must be 8. Look again at
Yes.
statement A. Since the correct number is 8, it must also be correctly placed. In
Oh.
statement C, we have 2 correct numbers, but they're in the wrong places. Since the third position in the code is already occupied by 8, we can only have one option. 7 should go first, and 1 should be
I got the numbers right, but I got the order wrong.
second. Then the correct code is 718.
I forgot to read the 5th one.
Brad and Betty opened the suitcase. It had $50 million inside.
Wow.
They quit their jobs and went on vacation right away. They checked into a fancy hotel and went to their room to get some rest after a long, exhausting flight. In the evening, they went downstairs to have dinner in a cute Chinese restaurant. But one of the guests is not human. Can you spot who it is?
Yo, I think with that guy because something's coming out. Or is that girl because she's holding chopsticks in a weird way. And there's nothing to eat with chopsticks here. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. Because there's like only tea and stuff. I don't know who's it.
Take a closer look at this guy's plate.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Oh,
look like
it's
human food
octopus.
at
I thought of it.
all. When Betty and Brad returned to their room after the meal, they discovered that all their money and gadgets were gone.
Oh,
The hotel security manager asked 3 guests the same question. What were you doing within the last 2 hours? Dan said that he had spent all evening in the swimming pool area. Courtney said she'd been chilling in her room with her besties and had nothing to do with the robbery. And Henry said he had just returned from a party in another part of the city. Who's the thief?
Now, what is the first
Swimming
question?
pool area. Courtney said she'd been chilling in her room with her besties and had nothing to do with the robbery. Henry said he had just returned from a party in another part of the city. Who's the thief?
I don't know, but I guess is this guy. This guy.
Courtney. The security manager didn't mention any robbery, but she started making
I thought you mentioned the robbery. I was actually gonna go back to it and see, but like I was too lazy. I swear, I swear.
excuses straight away. Brad decided to jump with a parachute, but he landed not as successfully as he had expected. As soon as Betty found out about the accident, she rushed to the hospital. In the room, she saw an unconscious person, completely in bandages. She asked a doctor who was passing by, "Sir, please let me in. It's my boyfriend." But the doctor told her that the patient was a woman. Who is right?
It's the woman. No, it's that girl. Cause here it's written man here. It's written a man. It's written man right here, and he looks very much like a man. It's written man.
It's a man. Look at the name tag on his bed.
My name
Brad
is
got
man.
well pretty quickly, and Becky took him on a romantic trip to an ancient castle. They were walking around the place and taking pictures, but suddenly, all the doors slammed shut. The guys were trapped inside. Brad found a door with a 4-digit combination lock, and Betty found this piece of paper on the floor. Can you help the guys crack the code and escape?
1st of September, 6th of August. Wait, let me see.
This piece of paper on the floor. Can you help the guys crack the code and escape?
It's 1st of September. Can we tell the first letter maybe? Because like there's nothing on the 1st of September which happened, not 6th of August. So it'll probably be like the first letter. First S, 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So S, T, O, P. Stop. Will it stop? Is it stop?
The correct code is stop.
Yes!
Take the first letter of
Yes, me big brain, boy.
September, the 6th letter of August, the 1st letter of October, and the
Yes,
2nd letter of April, and you'll get the word stop.
Okay, let's go. Bogger.
Brad has recently
Whew. Okay, guys, that's it for this video. So yeah, I'm recording it at 10 o'clock at night. Not like I have to sleep now, but just saying. I usually just chill in my bed watching stuff. Yeah, like I don't record at this time, but I don't know why am I doing it. Cause I am jobless. Okay guys, bye bye.